Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to our science class. In the last class, we have completed our second lesson. Today, we are going to discuss our third lesson, rocks and soil. We all heard about the word rocks and soil. All the landforms that we see around us or a part of the earth's surface is called earth crust. It is the outermost hard layer of the earth. It contains all non-life in the universe. The top layer on the earth crust, in which all the plant groups, is called soil. Let us learn more about it. What is soil? Soil is a natural resource that plays an important role in sustaining life on earth. Soil is the loose surface material that covers most land. It consists of inorganic particles and organic matter. Soil is the topmost layer of the earth crust, and it is a mixture of living and non-living things. It is made up of powdered rocks along with dead and decaying remains of living things known as humus. Soil provides the structural support to plants used in agriculture and is also their source of water and nutrients. Next, we are going to discuss about the formation of soil. Formation of soil is a continuous and gradual process that takes many centuries. Factors such as climate changes, rain, wind, etc. break up rocks into smaller pieces which further get powdered, and this process of breaking of rocks into smaller pieces due to the natural factors is called weathering or rock disintegration. Soil minerals form the basis of soil. They are produced from rocks through the process of weathering and natural erosion. Water, wind, temperature change, gravity, chemical interaction, living organisms and pressure difference all help break down of rocks. Here the soil formation that takes place by during the daytime rocks heat up and at night when the temperature drops they cool. This creates cracks in them. When rainwater enters the cracks, rocks become weaker. Huge rocks thus break into smaller pieces. Some of these get carried by river water for miles. They get pushed against each other and become even smaller. This process continues till the tiny rock particles mixed with decaying organic matter, that is dead plants and the animals, to form soil. The next one is about layers of soil. Soil is made of different layers. These layers are also known as horizon. The layer at the bottom has small stones are called gravel. Gravel soil that contain a high proportion of small stones. Technically, a small stone is called gravel. Gravels are very small, irregular pieces of rock and stone. It is more rough and it is rocky than sand, and it is smaller than stones. Soil that is rocky or gravel will have a large proportion of rocks or gravel. In different layers of soil, gravel is the bottom layer, and above gravels we can see the next layer is sand layer. That means sand particles. Sand is a granular material that is composed of finely divided rock and mineral particles. Sand grains are smaller than gravel. Sand can also refer to a textural class of soil or soil type. Above the layer of sand particles, we can see a layer of fine particles that is called clay soil. Clay is a heavy soil type that benefits from high nutrients. Clay soil remain wet and cold in winter and dry out in summer. Then we can see there is a layer of muddy water. Then we can also see some plant and animal materials floating on the top. This is called humus. We can see humus in dark brown in color. It helps to hold water and also provides nutrients for the soil. Humus thus makes the soil fertile and is therefore very good for growth of plants. In the different layers of soil, humus is good for growth of plants. Humus is very important for the growth of plant and animals because it is rich soil which containing the remains of dead plants and animals. This is the most fertile layer. Plants normally rooted here. All of you look at the picture. Yes, here the picture shows different layers of soil. Soil naturally contains water, air and life. Worms also helps to keep soil healthy as they feed on dead plants and animals. Earthworms are burrow through the soil and making it loose. This helps the air to reach the plant roots. Next we are going to discuss about different types of soil. Mainly we can divide the types of soil into three: sandy soil, loamy soil and clay soil. Sandy soil, that means when we hold a little bit of soil in between our thumb and forefinger, we can feel rough. That means there is a lot of sand in it. That soil are known as sandy soil. A soil containing more than 85% of sand-sized particles by mass is called sandy. Sandy soils has large particles of sand. So water can go through this easily, but it cannot hold much water. Plants cannot grow well in sandy soils. Sandy soil is so much easier to work with than the clay soils. It is lighter weight and in general it is easy to dig. Then the next type of soil is clay soil. If the soil feels soft and smooth, there is a lot of clay in it. That is called clay soil. This soil is sticky. Clay soil is a heavy soil type that benefits from high nutrients. Clay soils remain wet and cold in winter and dry out in summer. Okay, these soils are sticky one. Here the water cannot go through this soil easily. Water cannot go through this soil easily. So it holds a lot of water. But it has no spaces, so it cannot hold air. Soil is also contain water and air. So these soils cannot able to hold air because it has no spaces. It holds a lot of water. Plants cannot grow well in clay soil. The third type of soil is known as loam. A soil with good texture that has equal amounts of sand and clay. It can able to hold both water and air. So it is also has humus in it. We already discussed what is humus. Humus means we can see some plant and animal materials floating on the top. This is called humus. Okay, it helps to hold water and also provides nutrients for the soil. So this type of soil is known as loam. Most plants that grow well in loam. Loam is rich, friable soil that containing a relatively equal mixture of sand and clay. Loam soil is a combination of different types of soil. That means it is the equal combination of sand and clay. Here we can able to understand that the types of soil that is divided into three types. The first one is sandy soil, the second one is clay soil and the third one is loam. Here sandy soil means soil with large particles of sand. Sandy soil that has large particles of sand. So water can go through this easily, but it cannot able to hold much water. So plants cannot grow well in sandy soil. And the next one is clay soil. Soil with a lot of clay is called clay soil. This type of soil is sticky. Water cannot go through this soil easily. So it holds a lot of water and it has no spaces. So it cannot able to hold air. So plants cannot able to grow well in clay soil. And then the third one is loam. Loam means soil with equal amount of sand and clay. This type of soil can able to hold both water and air. So most plants grow well in loam because it has humus that helps to hold water and also provides nutrients for the soil. So that makes the soil fertile and is therefore very good for the growth of plants. Though soil is not a living thing, it plays an important role in the survival of all living beings. Fields and farms, forests and natural grasslands are dependent on soil. Soil serves as the medium of growth for all plants. It provides a habitat for animals that live underground. For example, groundhogs and mice and microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi. Soil absorbs, holds and purifies most of the water on earth and it acts as a natural filter and cleans water as it seeps underground. Soil conservation. Soil is delicate. It gets easily harmed. The roots of plants that help to bind the soil together, they prevent the soil from being washed away. Healthy soil is one of the most important factors for growing healthy plants. Soil is a home to many living creatures which helps to keep the soil healthy. Through this lesson, we have discussed what is soil, how soil is formed and what does soil contain, then what are the different types of soil and why soil is important for plants and animals. Okay, here we all know that the soil formation. Soil is formed from rocks. The rocks that break into tiny pieces due to the heat of the sun and due to wind and rain. Then the dead plants and animals that get mixed with the tiny pieces of rock. This continues for many years and finally soil is formed. Soil that contains gravel, sand, clay, humus and also air and moisture in it. Here we can say humus is good for the growth of plants because humus that contains plants and animal materials. It helps to hold water and also provides nutrients for the soil. So it makes the soil fertile and is therefore very good for the growth of plants. Then we discuss about different types of soil. Okay, we can divide the types of soil into three. The first one is sandy soil, second one is clay soil and the third one is loam. Here sandy soil means which has large particles of sand in it and clay soil means which has a lot of clay in it and the loam means which has equal amount of sand and clay. So and it also contains humus. Loam is good for the growth of plants. Then we discuss about why soil is important for plants and animals. We all know that soil is important for the growth of plants and soil it acts as a home to many creatures like ants and earthworms. Dear students, today you have to read lesson 3 and do textbook based exercises question number 2 and 3. See you next class. Thank you.